like the rushing of a mighty wind, like the rushing of a mighty wind.
Yeah, I was saying that certainly as Ron, I prefer to call him Khan. Certainly as Khan is invested in being the only black, you're invested in being the only American. And, you know, he gets really frustrated and he curses and he, you know, he'll do whatever he can to be the only black. And I think also you also do whatever you can, including being deceptive, because I think what you're doing right here with the OMB thing is very deceptive. And I think you're being deceptive in trying to be the only American. So I don't necessarily put you, you know, very far from the league.
Okay. No. How am I being deceptive?
Well, because you know
okay. Hang on.
What you're showing with the
hang on. This is the White House. I am not giving you some article I found on on YouTube or Stacks or Medium, some blogger. I am giving you the White House. Like, this is the official White House right here. This is on their website. And they said for a fact, like, we're going to look at right here. The OMB, the federal government says we're going to describe your group as American, Descendants of Slaves, thus officially handing us the American title all by ourselves. This is our own federal government from the White House. Look at from the White House. And it's waiting for us. This is our own government. See, our own government never said, hey, you guys are ethnically the only black. Then I would have to switch up. Like, well, damn, our government backs Ron. No, our government backs me. And our government still thinks we came from Africa. Our government says, you guys came from Africa right here. But, you guys been here 400 years. You guys are officially American, the Descendants of Slaves. So I'm not misleading. I am literally giving you the White House official stance. We are the only Americans. And again, they were going to do it. The OMB decided not to move forward with giving us the American title all by ourselves. Why? 2 reasons. Because we as a people said we don't want American. We want to be black. We want to be ADOS, FBA. And then our legacy organization said, well, if they make us the only Americans, that's going to leave behind the Africans and Caribbeans, the legacy organizations. So right here, the civil rights group, our legacy organization says, no, please don't give them Americans all by themselves, because that's going to exclude Africans and Caribbeans. See? And the government is still going to do it. But we as a people said we want to be black, Negro, freedmen, ADOS, FBA. So our government still says further research is needed. So our government has not given up on giving us the title officially. They're waiting on us to get our shit together. So I'm not misleading. So Ron, American Jew, you can't say I'm misleading when I'm giving you the federal government. You can't. I literally gave you the federal government.
I think you've doctored that document. I think you put stuff in there that
Ron, hang on.
The Ron thing,
listen. You can't say I'm misleading.
You're doing the Ron, bro.
No. Listen, Ron speaks delusion and cuts you off on delusion.
You just cut me off on delusion,
bro. Listen, this is the White House. I am giving you the official stance. It doesn't get more official than this. This is pure scholarship, and it literally says this. You said I am adding or subtracting. That is a lie. This is right here.
Where you have that thing written in bold right there about FBA ADOS right there at the corner.
What's that?
Ain't on no White House document.
That right there is not
on no White House document.
Hey, American Dream. You have to walk. Have you ever been to court? Let me help you out. Have you ever been to court?
Is that on the White House document?
Yeah. This obviously it's added. Duh. ADOS FBA. That's a duh.
Document.
Okay, right here. Show me what's okay. This is what I'm talking about. Show me what's doctored right there. Show it to me. Go ahead. That's the official stance of the federal government. Now it says the OMB wants to describe us as the only Americans. That's the OMB.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that?
Okay.
Where
Listen.
does it say that?
Oh, easy. American descendants of slavery, or African.
See, you're being
American.
deceptive, bro. Zoom
No,
out and let
no,
me read the whole
no,
thing.
no.
You're
No,
being
no.
deceptive. Zoom out and let me read the whole thing.
Oh, go
There you
ahead. Go ahead.
There
Read the
you
whole
go.
thing. Read it.
OMB decided not to move forward with calls to require agencies to gather data to better understand the descendants of enslaved people originally from Africa, which included suggestions to use ADOS, or American Freedmen, to describe the group. You're here saying that it was OMB's idea to call you the only American, but that's not true. It was people. These are people calling into the OMB suggesting that they do this. This isn't the OMB's idea. The OMB had no desire to call you the only Americans, no desire to call you ADOS, none at all. These were people making suggestions to the OMB, and the OMB said no. No. Let me finish reading.
Yeah.
Let me finish reading.
Finish
I'm
reading.
just
Go
going to
ahead.
finish reading what it
Go
said.
ahead.
OMB said in the Federal Register notice that further research is needed, adding that there was opposition to this proposal from civil rights groups and others because of concerns over the difficulty of verifying that identification is accurate, the usefulness or necessity of the data, the exclusion of other groups from historically enslaved people, and the creation of confusion that could make the Black or African American community harder to count. So
Right. No, stop.
into
No,
that.
hang on. Stop right here. Stop right there. Right. What was the OMB going to classify us as the only Americans? That's a yes or no. Right. Was the
No, where does it
OMB
say that?
the OMB? What?
Where does it say that? Where does it say the OMB was going to classify you as the only American?
Right here. Let's read it together.
Where?
No. Right here. Suggestions to use American descendants of slavery. Or
Suggestions?
no.
That doesn't
Hey,
say the
I
OMB
let
was
you
gonna do
speak.
it, bro.
To describe the group, they were going to do it. Yes, look it. I'll prove it to you.
Suggestions from
No.
who? Suggestions from who?
Listen, the
Suggestions from
OMB.
who?
No. Listen, the OMB decided not to move forward with what? With what?
With calls.
No.
With
What they did?
calls
Okay,
to do-
no. American Dream. Stop. I'm asking you a simple question. The OMB decided not to move forward with what?
It says right there, if you zoom out, it'll say right there, with calls to call Black Americans ADOS.
Yes, there you go. Look at, you see those parentheses? The OMB was going to listen. The OMB was going to describe us, the group, as what? American descendants of chattel slaves. The OMB.
That's not what it says.
Yes, it does say that.
It doesn't say that.
Oh my.
It says
Bro.
included suggestions. Those calls, hello, bro. It said the OMB decided not to move forward with calls to require agencies to use terms like ADOS.
Yeah,
There were
no,
people
not
calling
ADOS, not ADOS. American descendants of slavery or American freedmen to describe.
Okay, that's what I meant by ADOS.
No, that's the difference.
But
One's an
that's not
acronym.
the
That's an
the OMB's
acronym. Look at,
idea.
to describe the group, further research is needed. They haven't given up. Look at what stopped them. The civil rights group and we ourselves went there and said we don't want to be called American descendants of chattel slaves. Right. Civil rights group. And you know how I know this? You know how come I know this? On top of that, I've actually, which you have not done. Now I'm going to double up what I said. The OMB literally said during the meetings that we want to give you the American title all by ourselves. Check it out, American Dream. Not only did they say they're going to describe us as American descendants of chattel slaves all by ourselves, but they also said we're going to give you your own line by yourself. You see how there's 7 lines: American Indian, Asian, Black, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, Pacific Islanders, and white. The OMB not only said we're going to give you American all by yourselves, but we're going to do something never done in American history. We're going to give you a line. Oh, in the meetings. That is a fact. See,
Is that on your notes? Is that on the notes that you have right there?
No, the OMB meetings.
What
This
meeting?
is no.
Do you have notes for these meetings?
Stop.
What
You
meetings
didn't.
are you talking about?
American Dream. See, this
You're
is
doing
where
Iran, bro.
no, I'm not doing Iran.
You might
American
as
dream.
well start cursing and calling me a filthy tether, bro.
Well,
You're
you're
just being
Jamaican, so
deceptive. You're being deceptive, Doc.
okay. Hey, Ron, hey, I keep calling you Ron. American dream. Listen to me. I actually listened to the OMB when they had hundreds of calls, and people appeared in person, and they took in over 20,000 comments.
You're getting picked up.
No, listen. The OMB literally said, this is the OMB literally said, for the last few years, we're going to give you your own line on the census. American Descendants of Slaves. And check this out, Ron. I mean, I keep calling you Ron. Check this out, American Dream. Check this out. Do you want to know why
I'd really
the OMB?
like for you to show me where they said that,
Ron, have this conversation. Ron, do you want to know why
Stop calling
the
me
OMB
Ron,
said? Okay, I keep
Stop
calling you.
calling me Ron.
Okay, Jamaican. There you go. Do you want to know why the OMB says we're going to give you the American title officially all by yourselves on the census?
I'd rather
which
you
is
prove
unprecedented?
that they said that
No,
first.
no, Ron, stop, bro.
Stop calling me Ron, bro.
I keep calling you Ron. Okay, Jamaican.
One more time, I'm out of here. You call me Ron. One more time,
that's
I'm
what
out of here.
Jamaican. You want to know
That's
why
an
this?
insult. Listen to me.
Hey,
Very insulted that you keep calling me Ron.
hey,
Like me and Ron,
hey.
we are not the same people at all.
Okay, Jamaican.
Absolutely
you
not the same
Okay,
person.
fine. Hey, Jamaican. You want to know why the government said they understood why they should give us our own line?
First, I want you to prove that they said it.
No, bro. You have to follow.
Not until you prove to me they said it.
Bro, then you could just go. You can go. I'm not going to have this conversation. I'm teaching you. I actually listened to the OMB. You did not. So I have the authority over you because you were not at the OMB listening. So either you're going to have to listen or you can go. But you're not going to keep shouting me down on my own panel.
I'm not. You asked me a question. You asked me if I'd like to see why they said it. And I said,
No,
"I'd first
that
like
is
to
not
see that
what
they said
I
it."
no, Brian. Listen, Jamaican. The OMB.
American Dream, bro. AD.
Okay, there you go. AD.
There you go.
AD. Our own federal government literally said they understand. This is during the OMB meetings. There were hundreds of them. In fact, they started a new one and it ended a few months ago. And they said this, and this is a fact. They said, we understand why you guys want your own line on the census. And it's because of this, reparations. This is our own OMB says, yeah, we understand why you guys want to have your own identity unto yourselves. It's for reparations. The study of reparations. And the OMB says, we'll give it to you. We'll give you American all by yourselves. That was one of the main, and check this out. To further prove my point, listen. The OMB said, even though our legacy organization says, please don't do it. And we, boots on the ground, said, we want to be black. We don't want American. The OMB still said, further research is needed. Further research is needed. It was a done deal. The OMB said it's a done deal. But because our legacy organizations and we with boots on the ground, then we didn't want America, which is crazy.
So can I ask you a
further
question?
Research is needed. No, but hang on. Let me finish. Our own government said further research is needed. Now, let me help a little bit more. Check this out. For the 2030 census, everything is already settled. Listen, AD. For the 2030 census, everything is settled for every group but one, us. There's left to finish out the 2030 census. What are they going to classify us under? What will be our official ethnonym? Will it be African American or American Descendants of Shadow Slaves? That is the only thing left for the OMB. That's a fact. Everybody else is done. They already ironed it out. You can go to the OMB. Now, let's get to you. You said, well, show you proof. I'm not going to sit here and dig up the OMB conversations because there are hundreds. I'm not going to go backwards and do that for you. You're going to have to disprove me. But I've made my point.
If you saw it, you would have had it, bro. You would
Bro,
have
they had
praying it
hundreds.
1,000
They
times.
had hundreds of meetings.
You're being
Literally.
deceitful, bro.
No,
You're being
no, I'm not.
deceitful.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
are.
no. Okay, how am I being deceitful? Go ahead.
Because you're saying the OMB wants to call y'all the only Americans, and they had no such idea. They don't want to do no such thing. You're saying the OMB wants to do it so y'all can get reparations. No such thing. You're being just as deceptive as Ron is. And you know, and I think I'm understanding why you're being deceptive. I think the reason you're so invested is because of what you just said. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's to get reparations. Like, that's why you want the claim of the only Americans. Is that for reparations sake? Because I'm trying to understand why Ron wants to be the only black, and also why you're so invested in being the only Americans. And so far, the only thing I'm getting is you want to be the only Americans because of reparations. You want to be called the only blacks, OMB government recognized for reparations purposes. Am I correct?
Oh, hang on. What's up, Rock? Good to see 6'5" Rock. What's good? What's good? John says, Mr. USA has a way stronger claim than Ron. Of course. Let me see. Yeah. He's a Jamaican tether. He's a nice guy. He gets a lot of things wrong. Okay, back to you. What was that you just said again? Go ahead. What was that?
When I first came in, I told you I'm trying to figure out why Ron is so invested in being the only black, and why you're so invested in being the only American. Ron is invested because he keeps cursing people out. You're invested because you keep being deceitful. So I'm trying to ask you, your investment in being the only American, is it for reparations purposes?
Is it for reparations? No, see, okay, yeah, that's what you, let's go there. Ron, I mean, AD, listen, AD. Your way of thinking is so weird. I mean, I love Jamaicans, but man,
you could just answer the question.
No, well, I'm going to answer the question, but I see why Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, they're all third world countries. You guys can't follow basic logic, basic common sense. I have never ever said that we should be the only Americans based on reparations. I've never said that. Like you're literally making up shit and saying this upon me. Hey, you want to be the only Americans for reparations. That I have never ever said that. Never ever said that.
If I'm wrong. Listen, the only reason I even brought it up today is because you brought up that the reason the OMB wants to call you the only Americans is for reparations. So that's what put it in my head. I thought, is that why you're so invested? Is that your goal? But if you're saying no, it is what it is. Let me take a phone call.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'm telling you, people are so jealous of the American name. AD wants to sit here and say the OMB did not want to call us Americans, when in fact the OMB literally says here the OMB was going to use American descendants of chattel slaves to describe us as a people. Our legacy organizations and boots on the ground said, no, we don't want to be called Americans. And the OMB doubled back and said, okay, further research is needed. The 2030 census is all done, people. There's only one research needed left. That's us. The OMB wants to give us the title. That's why the OMB did not say, notice the OMB did not say, that's it. You guys are black/African American. It's over. If the OMB did not want to call, here we go. Listen, people. If the OMB did not want to call us American and give us this title all by ourselves officially, then why would the OMB say further research is needed? If the OMB did not want to hand us over the American title officially all to ourselves, if the OMB did not want to do that, then why did they say further research is needed? If American Dream was correct, the OMB would say, no, you're not Americans, man. Fuck it. No. Why would they still say, if the OMB had no inclination in giving us this American title all by ourselves, if the OMB had no inclination, American Dream's trying to say, well, the OMB never wanted to give it to you anyway. It was you guys asking for it. The OMB never wanted to give it to you anyways. Here we go. Then why would the OMB say Further research is needed. Boom, 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 boom. Why would the OMB say, if the OMB had no unction, no desire to give us American all by ourselves, because American Dream said no, the OMB had no desire to give you American all by yourself. You guys just wanted it and they just spoke about it. No, if the OMB had no desire, then why did they say further research is needed? After our civil rights groups rejected it and we on the boots on the ground rejected it, if the OMB had no desire, no will, no understanding to give us American, and that's the truth, if that's the case, then the OMB would have said, no, you're not Americans, bro. You guys are just black/African. No, you're not American. You guys aren't Americans. If that was the case, if the OMB really thought that we were not the only Americans, then why would they still say, after we rejected it as a people and our civil rights groups rejected it, after we as a people rejected it, why would the OMB still double back and go, well, further research is needed for you guys? If the OMB had no desire to give us American all by ourselves, then when we rejected it and the civil rights groups rejected it, the OMB would have rejected it. See, we didn't want to give it to you anyway. And since you guys rejected it with boots on the ground and your civil rights groups rejected it, since you guys rejected it, then, it's over. No, it's not true. The OMB says further research is needed. And so that's how American Dream is absolutely categorically wrong. And this is why I say, why Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, they're all third world. They can't follow logic. They can't read between the lines. They can't. So that's what I mean about, and Africans, Caribbeans, Latinos are lovely people. But dealing with American Dream, the Jamaican, and his lack of ability to follow common sense, to read between the lines, it's shocking. Again, if the OMB did not want to make us Americans all by ourselves, once we rejected and the civil rights rejected, they would have said, it's over. We didn't want to give it to you anyways. It was just a suggestion. You guys shut it down. Your civil rights group shut it down. And again, we didn't want to give it to you anyways. It's over. No, even though we shot it, this is proof, people. Logical proof that the OMB really wants to give us American all by ourselves. Because even though we rejected it, the OMB says further research is needed. Even though we rejected it, the OMB says, why did the OMB say further research is needed? Because the OMB wanted to give it to us and still wants to. Still wants to. And how do I know the OMB still wants to officially give us the American title all by ourselves? Because further research is needed. If the OMB had no desire of their own to give us American all by itself, they would have left it alone. They would have been, okay, the OMB is done. 2030 census is done. We didn't want to give it to you anyways, and you guys rejected it with boots on the ground, and your legacy organization rejected it. Everybody rejected it. As a people, you rejected it. It's over. No, even though we rejected it as a people, the OMB still said further research is needed. Further research is needed to describe us. So that is proof, logical proof. And on top of that, once again, I listened to the OMB meetings. American Dream, the Jamaican did not. And when you listen to the OMB conversations, they're like, yeah, we want to give you American Descendants of Slaves all by yourselves in your own line. See, American Dream has not listened to any OMB conversation. I listened to a few dozen. American Dream, 0. So what American Dream wants me to do is reach back in time, find all of those meetings and drag it out for him. No, he's got to do that work. I'm giving you the White House. I'm giving you the White House. Here's another thing. Why would the White House say, hey, we're the only Americans, if they did not want to give it to us ourselves? Like, why would the White House on their own website say, yeah, these descendants of chattel slaves, they are the only Americans, and we're going to give them their own line? Like, why would the White House say that if they did not want to give it to us? The White House wouldn't put this on their website. Hey, yeah, these descendants of slaves are actually they're only Americans. And why, after we rejected it, they still said, well, further research is needed. Further research is needed. Further research is needed. Why would our government say further research is needed? Why would the White House say further research is needed if they never wanted to give it to us? Why would they say further research is needed when we shot it down? That's because the OMB themselves, the federal government, really wants to give us this American title all by ourselves. And that's why they're waiting on us to get our shit together. Hopefully we'll get it together. So again, this is why you want to know why Africa, Latin America, the Caribbean, the third world, they can't follow. I just gave you logic. I gave you common sense. I gave you read between the lines. Africans, Caribbeans, Latinos can't do that. Like American Dream, love him, but he can't read between the lines. Like he can't understand, like, well, if the OMB did not want to give you American all by yourselves, then when you rejected it, the OMB would have been like, okay, it's over. We didn't want to give it to you anyways. You guys wanted it and you rejected it, so it's over. No, the OMB says, no, we're going to revisit this American Descendants of Shadow Slaves all by yourself. We're going to revisit it. Why would they revisit it if they didn't want to give it to us? No, if they didn't want to give it to us, once we rejected it, they would have moved on. It's over. They rejected it. Let's move on. No, instead they said, you rejected it, but we're going to come back to this again and again and again till we get it right. But anyway, what else you got to add, American?
No, I think you are very similar to Khan. Like the same way Khan starts to curse whenever he finds himself in a position where he doesn't want to be, he starts cursing. When you find yourself there, you start talking about Jamaica and how Jamaicans can't think logically and how we're third world. Like you and him are like mirror images of each other. Y'all go from the same playbook. Like he's the only black, you're the only American. Y'all have the same thing going, bro. You and Khan are like twins. Y'all behave exactly the same.
No, actually that's not true. I'm going to move the conversation forward. Not only as, okay, American Dream. You have to, let's talk about Africa, the Caribbean, Latin America, all third world. You have to ask yourself, why is all the Caribbean, outside of a few islands, right? The Bahamas is not third world. It's one of the richest Caribbean islands in the Caribbean, but as a whole, the Caribbeans, Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, Barbados, they're all third world. Latin America, third world. Africa, third world. Well, you have to ask yourself, why is it that all you guys are third world? That is a legitimate question. Like this is 2025. You have to ask yourself, how come you're all third world? That's a legitimate question. You have to ask that. And that's not a disrespectful question. That's a legitimate question. How come all you guys, all of Latin America, all the Caribbeans outside of a few islands, all of Africa, you're all third world? Africa has the most resources on earth, still third world. You guys are fleeing everywhere. Latinos are fleeing here. Caribbeans are fleeing here. Africans are fleeing here. You have to ask, what the hell is going on, man? The Caribbean is beautiful. The Caribbeans, Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, those are some of the most beautiful islands on earth. Why is it third world? Why are you fleeing? Latin America.
Well,
But hang on, Latin America, some of the most beautiful places on earth. Why they're all fleeing? Africa, right? You got the lions and the zebras. People travel there. You got the world's richest resources. Still nothing, third world. So it's a legitimate question to ask, how come you guys live in these beautiful places, tropical islands, resources, Latin America, and you're all failures as a nation? That has to be asked. That is a legitimate question. And I'm dealing with you guys lack critical thinking. You can't follow what I'm teaching you. Like the OMB, literally, the OMB, literally. No. But you're all, no, I'm not. No, you have to explain why you're all third world. And you're all third world because you guys are beautiful people, but you lack critical thinking. You can't follow common sense.
What's that?
No, I've never said that, brother. But
you might as well. You're just being run. Like this is the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're Americans.
Well, and let me say this. Let me say this if I can.
Go ahead.
Given that, Black Americans are at the bottom in terms of poverty in America, y'all are a third world community as well. So, you want to ask yourself that question too. Why is the Black community in America a third world community living in the greatest country in the world. At least Caribbeans are outside of the greatest country. Y'all are living in the best country in the world, but your community is still third world. Why haven't you asked yourself that question?
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there.
You know, we come here, Caribbean people come here because it's the best country in the world, and they come here and do better for themselves. Y'all are here in a third world community and can't seem to do better for yourselves. Have you asked yourself that question?
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Because what you just did was tell a lot of lies. We are the second richest group in America. Ethnically. We are richer than any African nation here. We're richer than any Latin American nation here. We're richer than any Caribbean nation here. We're richer than any Japanese, Chinese, Korean group here. We're richer than any Indian or Pakistani or Bangladesh group here. We're richer than any Middle Eastern group here. We're literally the second richest group in America, bar none. And we would be far richer. Let me talk. Okay, I got to take you down. I let you spew your foolishness. I'm responding to your ignorance. Let me finish. Not only are we richer than any ethnic group in America, bar none outside of white people, we would be far richer than white people if they did not rob us for 350 years and burn down 50 of our very successful black Wall Streets and, you know, drown and deluge with water other successful black societies we had. But still, with all that slavery, Jim Crow, and white people robbing us for 350 years, we're still the second richest group in America. We're worth $8 trillion. That's enough to buy Jamaica 100 times over. Not only are we worth $8 trillion, which is unmatched by any other ethnic group in America, but yearly, our GDP is $2 trillion. That's equal to all of Russia. That's more than Brazil, I do think. If you just take our GDP per year, we would be in the top richest nations on earth. So not only are we the wealthiest group in America, we have a GDP that matches damn near every nation on earth. So when you say, well, we're living third world, how is it when we're the second richest group? We have over a dozen billionaires. We have almost 2 million millionaires. We have more millionaires in America than all of Africa combined. So again, when you say, listen. So when you say, hang on, bro. We got to have a conversation. So Ron, Mega Dream, when you say we are the poorest group in America, when in fact, I am speaking empirically. We Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves, the only Americans, we are richer than any ethnic group in America, bar none outside of white people, and our GDP matches Russia. And we have almost 2 million millionaires. So when you say we're at the bottom, it's a lie. Hang on. We're the stars of the NBA, the NFL. We're the stars of the culture. We're in every area of American society. We are scientists. We are lawyers. We are entrepreneurs. We are in the military. We are everywhere. So when you say these things, you are lying. So now let's move on. Okay. Now,
why are you at the top of the welfare roll?
How are we? Okay, what welfare role are we at the top at? Go ahead.
You Black Americans collect more welfare in America than any other ethnic group.
Okay,
so
listen.
The richest, but you're getting the most welfare.
Go ahead and speak, and when you're done, I will respond. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Listen,
or are you done?
When you went on your spiel, you had the nerve to put LeBron James on there as if LeBron James' wealth is the wealth of the average Black American. You're silly. That's like...
I got to cut you off. I never said that. American dream. This is why Jamaica's third world. American dream. You Jamaicans, lovely people, but there's too many of you like you. You just lie, you make up shit. I never said that LeBron James is all of us, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not going to cut you off. Spill your ignorance. But you keep showing me why the Caribbean is third world. You keep showing me why Africa and Latin America is third world. You guys lack critical thinking. I see why you flee to my country, our country, America. You guys can't cut it. But go ahead. Spill your ignorance, and when you're done, I'll respond. Go ahead. I'm not going to cut you off. Go
Well, I'm
ahead.
saying all you're showing is why y'all are a third world community. But listen, I didn't say you said LeBron James was the average. I said you put up that picture. As soon as you started talking about how wealthy Black Americans are, you put up LeBron James' picture. Soon as you started, right? As if to say LeBron represents. I didn't say you said it. I said as if to say. You got to listen carefully.
Yeah, oh, okay,
That
now
would
you
probably-
okay. Now you're playing games. But anyway,
Okay.
let's back up. Let's break this.
Are you
down.
gonna? So you're just gonna keep cutting me off?
No. Let's break
You
this
just gonna
down.
keep cutting me off? You know
No.
who cuts people off?
Yeah,
Ron.
bro, you cut me off
Ron.
so much in your channel, bro.
You're
How many?
being calm,
No,
bro.
How many times have you kicked me off your panel? A dozen times
Kicked
in
you
one
off.
conversation. So
Man.
please don't go there. So American Dream, check this out. I want you to defeat me. Are we the second richest group in America at $8 trillion? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, what group is richer than us outside of white people? Go ahead.
I haven't looked it up at all. But I know there's no way y'all could be the second richest.
He
but
just
the
said
highest on
that
the rolls.
I call it. Look at. I am telling you why the Caribbean is third world. I'm telling you. Listen to American. I love you, brother, but listen to American Dream. There's a reason why these countries are third world. I figured it out with Africans. You know, they want to say, "Oh, the white man is messed up Latin America. The white man messed up the Caribbean. The white man messed up Africa." No. When you listen to these third world people, you start to see really quickly why it's third world. American Dream cannot follow simple common sense, simple logic. He can't conceive reality. The reality is everybody knows we're the second wealthiest group in America. That's just a fact. And for you to sit there and go, "Well, I don't know. I don't believe you. I think you guys are not the second richest." That is your ignorance speaking. At minimum, you should say, "Hey, man, I don't know. You said you guys are the second richest. I need to study it." No, you said, "I don't believe it." Bro, every economist would tell you, of course, the descendants of chattel slaves here, these Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves, the only Americans, they are the second wealthiest group in America, bar none, per ethnicity. Period. That's not up for the debate. But you're so ignorant. You don't even understand that. And that's why I see now, it's not the white man's fault. He had a part to do with it, but it's not the white. Yeah, but hang on. It's not the white man's fault that you guys all come from third world countries. It's your lack of ability to think critically, to follow common sense, to just you guys lack reasoning skills. But go ahead.
Can I read something for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what ChatGPT says is they give the median household wealth by race. White is approximately 250,000. This is in 2021, and 285,000 in 2022. Blacks are approximately 25,000 in 2021 and 45,000 in 2022. Hispanics are 49,000 in 2021, 62,000 in 2022. And Asian households are 536,000. So from this here, the median household wealth, it looks like Asian households are first with 536,000. White households are second with 250,000. Hispanic or Latino households are third with approximately 49,000, and Black households are at the bottom at approximately 25,000. So that's what ChatGPT says, and that just, given that Blacks are top the welfare rolls, it also makes just common sense to me that they would be at the bottom of the income roll. So how in your logic they're at the top of both, they're the richest and the ones that get the most welfare. Like, how you reconcile that, I don't understand. But what ChatGPT says here to me just makes more sense than the nonsense that you're speaking.
American Dream. You do the same thing I condemn Ron for doing. You guys rely too much on Chat GPT.
So what are you relying on?
Scholarship. Let me help
show
you
your
out.
data. Where's your data?
Listen to me. Let me help you out. On your channel, you use Chat GPT as a source for the Jamaican Maroons who made a deal with the British, right? They made a deal. And you quoted Chat GPT saying that the Maroons on the contract with the British, that the Maroons on paper had put down black. This is what you said. You said on your channel, quoting Chat GPT, that the Jamaican Maroons during slavery made an agreement with the Brits to catch any runaway slaves. So the Maroons, the English Empire, the British Empire said, okay, you Maroons in Jamaica, you got away, fine. You guys are some pretty tough dudes, fine. We're not going to re-slave you. But we're going to make a contract between you and us that you guys will capture any runaway slaves, right? The Maroons. And you quoted Chat GPT as saying in that official agreement that the Maroons were called black, BLACK. Not realizing I actually went to the original documents, the original agreement between the Jamaican Maroons and the Brits, because I knew that was wrong. And when you go to the original agreement between the Maroons and the Brits, it actually says Negroes, not BLACK.
Negro
And so,
is a Spanish word for black.
So no. So stop.
What is wrong with you?
No.
Negro means black.
No, I just got you, bro. I got you. See, I just proved his ignorance. And I just proved him wrong. And what did he do? Oh, come on. You see, this is why they're all third world. When you try to show these third world people where they're wrong at, they see it, but what they do, no, he's doing what Ron does. Oh, no, bro, I got you.
Yo.
I got you.
Negro means black, man.
Okay, stop right there.
Can I ask you a question?
No. Let's.
I need to ask you a question.
No, in a second. Listen.
Let me stop being Ron, bro. Let me ask you a question. Stop being afraid of questions.
If Negro meant black, then why did our ancestors love to be called Negro and hated to be called black? See, to you, black and Negro, no, listen, to you, you can say they're interchangeable, but our ancestors did not think so. So listen, that proves you wrong, but go ahead. Well, what you want to ask? So I'm proving you wrong. Like, no, black does not equate to Negro, because if it did, our ancestors wouldn't care to be called black, but they call black a racial slur, right? And they said, no, we're Negroes, don't call me black, I'll whoop your ass. Smokey Robinson said when he was young, if you call somebody black, that was a racial slur, that was a fist fight. But if you call them Negro, like, yeah, that's what we are, we're Negroes. So you cannot equate Negro to black. No, you can't substitute the two all the time. So I caught you. You read Chat GPT and you got it wrong. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If your ancestors were okay with being called Negro, but were offended by being called black, then they were being ignorant. That would be the same as if they were okay with being called puta, but offended by being called bitch. That's just ridiculous. It is the silliest
okay. Let me help you out. Let me how you're ignorant, and this is why you come from a third world country. You're lovely people, but
this must be why you come from a third world community.
Yeah, no. Listen to me.
Your logic is from a third world community.
Come on, bro. Come on. Let me respond. Jeez. I mean, you're getting your ass whooped. You come from a third world country.
I get my ass whooped.
You are.
Go ahead, man.
Because you just said, well,
you know who always swears he's.
Stop. Let me respond. Jeez. That's the question.
Yo, Ron be thinking he whooping everybody ass too. Yo, you and Ron is like
American Dream. I just proved you to be a liar by using Chat GPT. You said the contract said black, BLACK. It did not say black. It said Negro. You're wrong. This is why everybody listen to American Dream, the Jamaican. This is why the Caribbean's third world. It's not the white man's fault. No. Some of it, but not all of it. Overall, Africa, the Caribbean, Latin America, the reason why they're all third world is not because of the white man. It's because of their lack of critical thinking, their lack of understanding. I just proved them wrong. He said the contract said black, but in fact it said Negro. He just laughs. That's why they're all fleeing, because it's funny. I just corrected you, bro. Now, you said something about Negro, black. They wanted to be called black. I mean, they wanted to be called Negro, but black was a slur. Okay, it's flipped today. The reason why they took off Negro, because Negro became a slur and black was not a slur. And that's why the 2020 census did not have Negro. It flipped. That's just what it is, bro.
Okay.
Words have meanings over time. Check this out. There's another reason. Let me help. I'm teaching you, bro. I'm trying to help out your ignorance. Man. Listen to me. Hey, do you want to know the main reason why our ancestors hated to be called black throughout slavery and Jim Crow? Because they had the black minstrel shows. And white people were dressing up as black people, you know, they used black shoe polish and red lips. So white people were trying to degrade our ancestors by dressing up with black face and big lips. And so that's why our ancestors hated to be called black, because of the black minstrel shows. You see, there was a reason behind it. But now the minstrel shows are no more. And so during the 60s, 70s, 80s, they took on black. Notice the minstrel shows had to end before our ancestors were able to accept black. Notice that minstrel shows had to end. So there's a reason why our ancestors hated to be called black, because the number one form of entertainment for white people over centuries, throughout the middle 1800s to almost the mid 1900s, the number one form of entertainment were minstrel shows, where white people would dress up in shoe polish and red lips. Shirley Temple did it. So there's a reason why. It wasn't like, oh, well, I just don't want to be called black, I want Negro, as if it just came out of the sky. See, you're laughing at our ancestors like, oh, that's dumb not to be called black, but love to be called Negro, when black and Negro are the same thing. No. There was a specific reason why our ancestors rejected it. It's called minstrel shows. But you're too ignorant to know that. You're too ignorant to know that.
All right, man. So
go ahead.
What about you? You kind of just skimmed over what we were talking about originally, though.
What's that? Go ahead.
Are you still sticking to your argument that blacks are the second wealthiest people in America?
That's a fact, bro. That's not an argument.
That's still a fact.
That is a fact.
So what I read from ChatGPT was just, I misread that. That's the same way I misunderstood Negro and black, right? When it said blacks were fourth, it was really saying they were second, right?
Okay, let's go there. That's a great point. Just read a piece of that over everybody. I want everybody in the chat to listen, and I'm going to show you how ignorant these third world people are. Lovely people, love American Dream, but they lack critical thinking. They're like childlike, and that's why they have to flee to us, flee to America, because these third world people, lovely people, but they're childlike in their thinking. They can't comprehend simple things. Now, I told, and I'm going to show you, everybody listen, I'm going to show you how ignorant the American Dream is, and thus he's going to show the ignorance of third world people. I said that we are the second richest, wealthiest group in America, bar none. There is no ethnic group richer than us outside of white people. And they robbed us for 350 years. If white people did not rob us for 350 years, we would be the single richest group in America. But since white people robbed us for 350 years, slavery and Jim Crow, we are still the second richest group in America. Now, I want you to reply to what I just said. We, Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves, the only Americans, we are the second wealthiest group in America, bar none. Now, defeat it with ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how ignorant you are. Go ahead.
How are you defining
No. I want you to repeat what you just said. You said, let's come back to it. Yes. Go ahead. Defeat what I just said. We're the second wealthiest group in America. Now, go ahead and give your reply a second time so I can show the chat how ignorant you are. Go ahead. Go ahead and read your Asians. Go ahead.
So I asked ChatGPT, I said, who are the wealthiest Americans by rate? And it said, From recent U.S. data, Census, Federal Reserve, etc., here are comparisons of wealth by racial or ethnic group, and it gives the median household wealth for each group. It says Asian households make approximately $536,000 a year. Whites are $250,000 a year. Hispanics are $48,000 a year, and black households are $25,000 a year. So they're measuring wealth by median household income. And according to that way of measuring wealth, blacks are not in second place. Blacks are not the second wealthiest. So I'm asking you, how are you defining wealth? Because it can't be by median household wealth. Because according to ChatGPT,
what is
median
the
household wealth?
So what is the median?
If I could just finish.
Go ahead.
From median household wealth, blacks are at the bottom. So I'm trying to figure out, like,
so what is the medium house?
Defining?
Okay, no. What is the medium household wealth for us? Go ahead.
For blacks?
Yeah, go ahead.
It says in 2021, it was 24,520. And in 2022, it was 44,900.
And what was number one for medium wealth? According to ChatGPT?
Asian households for 2022 was 536,000.
So
Latino households were 48,000 in 2021, which was twice the black average.
Okay, and what are you reading? Well, like, what exactly are you reading?
ChatGPT. You know my good old trusty ChatGPT.
Are you saying? You said that. So in 2024.
No, all I'm saying is
I'm gonna catch it. I just want to get you to stand on something.
No, what I'm saying is, if ChatGPT is defining wealth by median household income, right? That's
okay.
How
Right there.
they define wealth.
Right there.
So I'm asking you.
Okay. Everybody, listen. I'm going to show you how ignorant it is. He just said medium household income, right? Right? Go ahead. I got you. I'm going to show you how dumb you are. Okay.
Yeah, median household.
Yeah. And this is why you never use ChatGPT in a debate. It'll make you look dumb. He just said medium household income.
Median.
Yeah. Median household income. That is not wealth. See, this is the ignorance of American dream. And
it actually says median.
No. Let me help you out. Let me help out ChatGPT. That is not wealth for an ethnic group. This is how dumb you are. And I say it with all due respect. And this is why scholars will tell you never use ChatGPT or Wikipedia in a debate. You just did, and you made yourself look idiotic. I said that we are the second wealthiest group in America, 8 trillion. You and your ChatGPT came nowhere near what I said. That our wealth is $8 trillion. What did you do with ChatGPT? You started quoting median income, not ethnic wealth. Those are two different things. See, this is why ChatGPT will fuck your ass up. And this is why you come from third world countries, because you can't even conceive and understand what I'm telling you. I said it 4 or 5 times. We are the second richest ethnic group in America. $8 trillion. What did you do, American Dream? Quote me some ChatGPT medium household income per year. Like, you don't know how idiotic that is. Wealth as a people versus medium income household per household. Those are completely two different things. In American Dream, you don't understand that. That's how ignorant you are. It's frustrating at this point. I said repeatedly, we are the second wealthiest group in America, $8 trillion. You quote me ChatGPT in medium household income. Wealth and medium household income are two different things. Ethnic family group versus a household, two different things. Oh my God. I mean,
Ron,
bro, I say respect.
Ron,
you are so
Ron,
freaking erratic.
Ron, calm down, Ron. Don't call me a disgusting tether.
Let's move on, man, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
I can't keep having conversations with people that are. Go ahead.
Whoa. How do you define wealth? When you say Black Americans have $8 trillion, where do you get that number from? $8 trillion.
Okay, $8 trillion is all the total wealth of what we have as a people. All our business. Let me help you out. Now, let me help you out. When you take us, American descendants of chattel slaves, and then you put in one pile our homes, our cars that are paid off, our jewelry, our investments portfolios, our businesses, everything in a pile. That's the wealth of a group. And we are unmatched outside of white people. And only because white people robbed us for 350 years. But when you take American descendants of chattel slaves and you add all our wealth together, which I said 50 times to you, we are worth $8 trillion. And then when you do our yearly GDP, we're worth $2 trillion. See, the GDP is what we make in a year, $2 trillion. Our wealth is all our accumulated wealth at one time.
Do you have a source?
I used to, bro, on my other channel.
You used to?
Yes. No, I still got it, but I haven't transferred it over.
You swear to God?
Yeah.
You swear to God you used to have a source.
No, it's on my other computer.
You are worse than Ron, bro.
Bro, what I'm not gonna let you do is troll. I just defeated you. I'm not gonna allow you to troll. If you want to troll, you can just leave, bro. I'm having sincere conversations. But if your whole stick is just trolling, then you can just go. What I said was true. We're worth $8 trillion. Our GDP is $2 trillion. We have almost 2 million millionaires. That's not a joke, bro. That's real talk. So if you want to troll, go ahead and troll at your own channel, bro. What I said is a fact.
But you said you have 2 million millionaires?
Yes, we have almost 2 million millionaires, bro. We have more millionaires in America than all of Africa combined.
You gotta say that slower. Can you explain what is 2? You said 2 million millionaires.
Yeah, okay,
I don't know what that means. That sounds like gibberish.
Let me help you out. We got, a millionaire. We have 2 million millionaires. There you go.
Oh, 2 million millionaires.
We have almost 2 million millionaires. That is more than all of Africa. We have almost 2 million millionaires.
Okay.
That is unmatched, bro. Our GDP is almost 2 trillion, and our wealth accumulated is 8 trillion. We are richer. Well, hang on. We are richer, more powerful, more educated than any African nation, Caribbean nation, Latin American nation. We Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves, outside of because white people robbed us, so we can't include them. We are unmatched. So when you say we're at the bottom, it's like, how can we be at the bottom when we're the second wealthiest group? Our GDP is 2 trillion a year, and we have 2 million millionaires. Like how could we have over a dozen billionaires? I mean, we're the stars of industry. Like how can we be at the bottom? People copy us, cosplay us around the world. It's just weirdo shit, bro. But again, you guys come from third worlds. The more I conversate with you guys are lovely people. But the more I conversate with you guys, just the more I realize, okay, you guys are lovely people. But there's a reason why your country's third world. You guys lack basic common critical thinking skills. You do. And that's why in Jamaica, they want the white. In Jamaica, they want the Brits to rule over them. 60% of Jamaicans said they want the Brits to rule over Jamaica because the Jamaicans can't do it. That's your own people. I've done live streams about it on my other channel. Jamaicans want the white man back to rule over them. That's what they say, your own people, bro. Because you guys lack critical thinking. There's something wrong, bro. Good people, but when it comes to critical thinking and stuff, you guys, there's something wrong. Because I'm having a real conversation with you. You can't follow. You just start cackling and caca and making up shit. I said wealth. You're quoting ChatGPT, medium household income. Well, like this is why
you can give me Chat GPT with this $8 trillion thing. You can, I'll accept Chat GPT. I'm not going to give you Chat GPT and tell you can't give it to me.
Because you're
I just
third
want to see a
world.
source, bro. I just want to see a
Listen, bro.
source.
Listen.
How am I third world, but I'm the only one giving a source?
Listen.
Come on,
listen,
first world docs.
Listen, bro.
Come
Listen,
on,
bro.
give me a source.
Any scholar would tell you, and I said this I'm going to say this for the 5th time. I'm not going to say it again. Any scholar would tell you, you cannot use Chat GPT, AI, or Wikipedia in a debate. You have to use legitimate sources. You cannot rely on AI and Wikipedia because they mislead you like you got misled. I said it to you plain as day 5 times. We're the 2nd wealthiest group in America. You come out with medium household income, which has nothing to do with wealth. Income per year versus wealth as a people. Those are 2 different things. See, Chat GPT doesn't understand that. That's why they tell you you cannot trust Chat GPT straight out the gate. You can't do it. Because when you do it like you look dumb. And you don't even understand it. I don't even think you understand what you just did. You compared an apple and an orange and thought you was funny and thought you was right, but those are apples and oranges. Wealth of a group versus medium household income per year, those are completely 2 different things. I don't even think you understand that. This is why I say you guys are lovely people, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why.
I'm just asking for a source. I just want a source, bro.
Bro, I did it on my last channel. No, I did it on my last channel. I'm not going to source up because I don't have it on this channel.
All right.
Because I'm on another computer with another.
Because you're third world.
Like most of my pictures. Hang on. Most of my pictures are
source up because you're third world.
We're first world, living in a first world country.
I said you're third world. America's first world, but you're third world. You.
Me as an individual?
Yep.
Okay.
So why you won't source up? Only third world is.
Okay. This is your ignorance again, American dream, the Jamaican. How can I be third world, living in a first world country? I mean, I live out here in Maryland with the white folks. Ain't nothing third world around me. Me and my daughter, just a few miles from where we live out in the suburbs, we got some of the best dining, shopping, transportation. It's fucking lovely, bro. Every morning I pull into our condominium, the landscape is stunning. So you're just talking third world gibberish, bro. You're just literally talking third world. Third world people wish they can live like
world, give me a source. Or
what's
stop
that?
Your gibberish. If you were first
no,
world,
no, I don't need the source up. No, I don't. I'm gonna cut you off again. I don't need to give you a source. This is common knowledge. This is common. I don't need to give you a source for common knowledge. No, I'm not gonna give you a source. I did it. You're gonna have to find my other channel.
All right.
But move on. What's your next point?
I'll go search for it. No. I mean, that's pretty much. I think I've pretty much made whatever point I want to make.
You didn't make any point, but I want you to listen. When you look it up, we're worth almost $8 trillion. Our GDP is almost $2 trillion. And we have 2 million millionaires and over a dozen billionaires. And we are in every aspect of American society. Every. From the NBA to the government to the military to entrepreneurship to movies to actors to white collar jobs, blue collar jobs to agriculture. We are in every facet of American life. Period. And can
I ask you a question?
Yeah, hang on. But you said welfare. Yeah, let's go back. You said we get the most welfare. Again, American dream, the Jamaican. This shows your ignorance. Every scholar would tell you white people get the most welfare in America. We're talking about food stamps, Section 8, all that shit. All experts would tell you right out the gate, who gets the most welfare? Oh, white people. That's a fact. Who gets the most food stamp? White people. Who gets the most Section 8? White people. Who gets the most Medicaid? White people. Who gets the most Medicare? White people. Who gets the most WIC? White people. Like any scholar would tell you right out the gate, like, well, duh. It's white people. It's not these descendants of chattel slaves. White people. White people get the most welfare. Period. Like you don't even know these simple things. And then you kickle and cackle. Like, this is why you all come from third world countries, bro. Like it's a game to you. You just kicking and cackling. Your country's third world being overran by the Chinese, and you're sitting in America just kicking and cackling. That's what all you Caribbeans and Africans and Latinos do the same thing. You come here, forget about where you came from, and start kicking and cackling because you made it in our home, nested in our home. No desire to go back to build Jamaica, Haiti, Africa, Latin America. No desire. Just send some money back home. Hey, I'm with these Negroes now. I made it, nigga. I ain't going back. So you made it in somebody else's home and you're puffing your chest out. That's crazy, bro. I would never puff my chest out making it in somebody else's home. Hey, if I made it big in Jamaica, I wouldn't puff my chest out. I would say, shout out to the Jamaicans. I made it big off them. Shout out to you. You guys built Jamaica, and I made it big off Jamaica. So I'm going to big up Jamaicans because I made it big in your home. I'm not going to puff up my chest because if I made it big in Jamaica, that means I did it off your back, off your skin, off your slavery, of your destitutionness, of your poverty. I became great off y'all. I'm going to give you full credit. Like, yeah, I made it big off these Jamaicans. Shout out to Jamaicans, man. Bless you guys. I thank you guys because I came here and blew up off you Jamaicans. So y'all gets all the credit. See, you guys don't do that. You guys come here and puff your chest out as if you did something. Nested in somebody else's home is a dream for you guys. American dream. But go ahead. Yeah, it's treason.
Yeah. So the question, can you hear me? The question I want to ask you is, the $8 trillion. Would you say, because you said it's not because of, well, the $8 trillion.
I said $8 trillion is our total wealth, everything combined in a pile. That's right. All I said. Right.
So that would, given that you're not talking about median income, you're not talking about yearly income.
No. Those are two different things. Yearly income and wealth are two different things.
Right. The wealth, is that wealth that was generated over, is that generational wealth or is that wealth that they accumulate by themselves, or is that wealth that they've generated over the year?
It's everything. It's the wealth is what you have accumulated over your lifetime.
So why do blacks say they don't have any generational wealth?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's crazy because at the same time they know, like, yeah, we're worth $8 trillion, and these same people
will tell you, like, yeah. So are they lying in order to get reparations?
No, they're misled. They're misled. Let me help you out. Martin Luther King Jr.
But hold on.
But hang on. No, I'm going to help you out. No, Martin Luther King. Listen. Hang on. I'm going to let you finish. Hang on. Martin Luther King Jr. said in the 1960s that we were he goes, if we were a country by ourselves, we would be the 15th richest country on earth. Martin Luther King Jr. said this in the 1960s. But we need reparations. See, reparations has nothing to do with wealth and everything to do with a crime. Slavery and Jim Crow was a crime. That's why we need reparations. It was a crime.
But y'all said the crime was that you were robbed of generational wealth.
Yes, we were. Like $8 trillion, we should be worth 50 trillion. No, we should be worth 50 trillion. White people burnt down 50 black Wall Streets at least, drowned dozens of more Wall Streets, lynched us, stole land, stole our property, intellectual property. 8 trillion, nigga, we should be at 50 trillion. That's the problem.
How much are white people worth?
White people are worth like $130 trillion. You see the difference? We're worth 8 trillion. White people are worth 130 trillion. Some said 150 trillion. But definitely white people are worth 130 trillion. We're worth only 8 trillion. Like that, there's something wrong with that. We were enslaved in Jim Crow for 350 years, and white people came out the blue and they're worth 130 trillion, and we're worth 8 trillion. That's a problem. That's called reparations. Like, that's a problem. Especially when we got robbed for 350 years.
I gotta tell you, Doc, like, a source would strengthen your case so much, but without a source, I'm just not taking you seriously.
A source of what?
to prove that blacks are worth 8 trillion and whites are worth 130 trillion.
Yeah, this is all provable, bro. Okay, let me help you out. When you're done with this conversation, right? Google everything I said. Google, don't chat GPT. Google it and then go to the sources. Don't Google it and don't Google it and just take it from, oh, I'm reading. No. Go to the links, because even chat GPT uses link. Go to the links and you'll see we're worth 8 trillion. Our GDP is almost 2 trillion. We have 2 million millionaires. That's a fact. So don't just go to chat GPT. No, follow the links, and you got to study. See, that's what I do. I teach my daughter this. My daughter tell you, you cannot use Wikipedia or chat GPT in a debate. You look dumb. Scholars won't even allow it. But I teach my daughter, those are great starting points. Hit the links and then do your study. And then base your results off the links, not chat GPT or Wikipedia. My daughter tell you that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and find it. Oh, look, it says, what is combined wealth of Black America, I asked. And ChatGPT says, I found a source that gives a figure for combined wealth of Black Americans. And hang on though. And it says, as of early 2025, Black Americans have about $5.4 trillion in total wealth. So
Black Enterprise, hang on. Black Enterprise has it at 8 trillion. But go ahead.
Okay, so let me ask you, when it says Black Americans, right? That's not just FBA. That's everybody, correct?
Say that again, bro.
It says as of early 2025, Black Americans have about 5.4 trillion. And I'm asking you, and then you said your source said it was 8 trillion, said Black Americans have 8 trillion. I'm asking you, if when both sources say Black American, is it talking just about FBA, or is it talking about what the census considers Black American? All of us.
No, it's going to be all of us combined, bro.
All of us. So even your 8 trillion number includes all of us.
Yeah, but you guys have such little wealth. Like, think about it. You guys only been there for a few decades. You guys have like you guys don't even have a billionaire, bro. That's how little wealth you guys got. You don't even have a billionaire.
Right.
I mean, there's no Jamaican billionaire. There's no Haitian billionaire. Yeah.
So
you guys,
how much of that 8 would you say is FBA?
Oh, at least 98%. At least 98%. At least.
Okay.
At least. But let me play this for you. Hang on. You want a source? Hang on. I think this is it. Hang on.
On the 62nd floor of this new...
Oh, that's not it. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a source. Hang on a second. Hang on. I thought that was the one. It's not the one. Hang on a second. Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and speak. I thought that was the one I was looking for. This might be it. Go ahead, bro. You still there, bro? Okay, he dropped off. Let me find something real quick. Go ahead, American Dream. I'm searching for something. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. I'm looking for something. Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. So docs, let me just say this, right? Let's say for both numbers to be true, right? Let's say.
What numbers are you talking about?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What numbers are you talking about?
Docs, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I wasn't hearing you, bro.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I'm just looking for
Okay.
the thing I was looking for. Go ahead.
Yeah, if both numbers are true, let's say I take I'm going to go with just ChatGPT's numbers. Until you provide a source for your numbers or with your numbers, I'm going to go with the ChatGPT number of 5.4. And then and I'm going to also go with their median household wealth number. This wasn't median household income. This was actually median household wealth, right? And if both numbers are true, the average Black American has a wealth of 25,000, right? And even so, if the total is 5 trillion, but the majority of Black people are at 25,000, right? That's the average. So Black individuals in America have access to on average, that is. It's not like we think all Black people have access to this 5 trillion, right? Each Black person on average has access to only 25,000, right? And because each Black person on average.
Well, hang on. Hey, American Dream, not to cut you off.
Can I just finish my thought?
No. You can finish in a second. I want everybody look at your screen. Everybody look up USA Facts. This is a legitimate site. Let's read it together. And this is 2022.
Man, you cut me off.
I'm gonna let you finish. No, I'm gonna let you land. Hang on. I just want to show you. No, you kept asking for a source.
Forget what I had to say before.
No, just hold on, bro. Hold on. Now, everybody.
Wow.
Everybody. He kept saying, "Well, you can't prove you guys are worth 8 trillion." Okay. In the third quarter of 2022, the nation's white household had $125 trillion in assets. Didn't I tell you 130? Didn't I tell you? As measured by the Federal Reserve. You can't beat that. Listen, everybody. In comparison, all Black households had under 8 trillion in assets. Hispanic households had 5.5 trillion. And all other racial groups combined had roughly 15.7 trillion. Right here. All Black households had just under 8 trillion. White people 125 trillion. So I just want to let you know, I told you, bro. And you guys only have what, 2-3% of that 8 trillion? This is all us, man. So that's why you guys don't have any billionaires. There's no Jamaican, Haitian billionaires, self-made. There's no African billionaires, self-made. There's none. If you go to Africa and the Caribbean, in America, right? Just take out the Africans and the Caribbeans, self-made here. There is not a single billionaire amongst all the Caribbeans and all the Africans in America. Not one. But go ahead. I just wanted to show you because you kept saying, what's your source? Source up.
Right.
8 trillion, source up. Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead.
It said under 8 trillion. You can keep it up. It said under 8 trillion and 5.4 is under 8 trillion. So, but I'll go with your facts and say they do put them in second place. So I'll go with you and put them second.
Yeah, that's another thing. I said second place. That's another. I said second place.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm giving it to you. Once you source up, you got it. But also we should also pay attention and notice that it says it's 8 trillion in total assets. Right.
That's what total wealth is. That's what total wealth is, bro.
I understand. I'm not saying it's not. But assets doesn't necessarily mean that it's liquid. You know what I'm saying? An asset could be like a building.
I didn't say anything of the nature. I said total assets.
I didn't say
I'm just saying you're bringing in something brand new by saying liquid. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't say you did. I'm just continuing the point that I was on before. Like a lot of total assets can be stuff that's not liquid. You don't have access to cash right away. It could be buildings, cars, whatever.
A house, bro. A house, equity. Yeah, go ahead.
A house, yeah. So for me, when we're talking about like wealth in the meaningful sense of it, to me, like when it says, is what I was speaking to before, when it says the median household wealth, right? So even that 24,000, I don't know if they meant assets in that 24,000, but let's say they just meant how much their income. Let's say the average income, that's cash that they have access to, is $24,000 for the year. And I think it's fair to say that. Or it could just be, yeah, it's just the wealth that they have access to. It's not the wealth that they've garnered over 1 year. It's just the amount of wealth that they have cash access to. And again, I'm just saying, let's say that's what it is. But even given that, because each individual Black person only has access to $25,000, even though the wealth of all Blacks is 8 trillion. Each individual Black only has access to 25,000. The overall wealth for Hispanics, it says, is 5.5 trillion. But each Hispanic has access to $44,000, right? And that may be because there's a lot more Blacks than Hispanics in America. I don't know. But regardless of what the reason is,
no, actually, there's more Hispanics in America than American descendants of chattel slaves. It's pretty close.
Right.
Go ahead.
So apparently, though, each individual Hispanic has access to more cash than individual Black people do. And the same can be true about Asians as well, even in Asian households, because theirs was the highest household income. They had 536,000.
But do you see what the mistake you're already making? Let me help you out. The mistake you're making is we are one ethnic group, and you're comparing Latinos, which is made of what, 62 ethnic groups, 65? I don't know. You can't compare one ethnic group to all the Latinos in America. That's
you
not
did
right.
It when you put y'all in second place. You brought it up when you said y'all were in second. The minute
we are in second, bro. We are in second.
Second to who? Second to the Latinos, right? I mean, second. The Latinos were third, right?
No, listen.
But so hold on. All I'm telling you is you can't tell me I can't group Latinos as one group because there's so many of them. When you did, you grouped them in one and said you were better than them. Now when I'm showing you a way that they're better than you, you're like, oh, you can't compare them to us. But you just compared y'all to them.
Okay, are you done?
Go ahead.
Everybody in the chat, this is why I'm telling you why Africa, the Caribbean, and Latin America, they're all third world. They can't follow basic conversation.
Ron. Go ahead. Ron.
I said repeatedly, we are the richest ethnic group in America, bar none, outside of white people. I said that repeatedly. Ethnic group. I didn't say racial group. If I said racial group, then you would have an argument, because Hispanics is considered a racial group. Asians, a racial group. Right? I said ethnic group. And I even said, hey, bring us against the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Boricuas, the Dominicanos, the Nigerians, the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Indians. We will dog walk them in wealth. That's what I said. I didn't say racial groups. And even with racial groups, we still dog walk them. Because we're at almost 8 trillion and you guys, Latinos, are only at 5.5 trillion and we're at almost 8 trillion. We still dog walk you. So either way, we dog walk you, but that's not what I said, though. I go per ethnic group. Go ahead.
But hold on. It says Black households had 8 trillion. And according to you, it's saying Black as an ethnic group. Then it says Hispanic households have 5.5 trillion. So wouldn't it also be talking about Hispanics as an ethnic group?
Yeah, but I didn't do that. That 8 trillion is almost all us. Africans and Caribbeans have very little wealth in our group. Very little wealth. That's why there's
Jamaicans in it, but it has Jamaicans in it. It has Trinidadians in it.
Yes, and that 8 trillion. Yes.
So why are you complaining about Hispanics having Cubans and freaking Puerto Ricans and Mexicans?
Because no. I am comparing. Listen to me. I am comparing ethnic groups. That's why I've always said I'm not including Africans and Caribbeans with us. No, you guys got to get the hell out. So 95, 97%
but
of
when
that.
you said
No,
8
listen.
trillion, but 8 trillion is
95.
not an ethnic group. But 8
Yes,
trillion is
yes,
not,
I'm talking.
no,
Yes,
it's not. 8
I
trillion
am
is all, is
absolutely
Jamaicans,
talking
Ameri-
ethnic group. You guys don't have any wealth. You don't have any wealth. Like name me the Jamaican billionaire. Go ahead, name me the African-born billionaire. You guys don't have any wealth. Everything you got was from us. You Caribbeans and Africans did not come here and earn anything. You guys haven't created any institutions, no hospitals, no nothing. All you Africans and Caribbeans do is eat off us. That's how come I know you don't have any wealth like that. You don't. And then to make matters worse, you got to send that money back home. That makes you even poorer. So the bulk of that 8 trillion is us, Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves. That's just common sense here. So I'm comparing us against every ethnic group. And even if you want to use us as one big nigga, we still come out number 2. So no matter how you cut it, we're still number 2. Even if you want to add your little bit of money from Africans and Caribbeans with us, compared to Latinos, look at your screen. We're still number 2. Nothing changes. So I don't even know what your point is. Go ahead.
So here's my point. What value does it have to you that you belong to the second wealthiest group in America when you have access to the least amount of cash in America? You're the person with the access to the least amount of money talking about you belong to the richest crew. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? If you have the least amount of money, why are you celebrating that you belong to the richest ethnic group and you have the least amount of money?
I want to thank American Holo. Thank you, American Holo. American Holo made an excellent point. That's why our legacy organization said, if you delineate us Americans from Africans and Caribbeans, they will be left to starve. Look at the exclusion of Africans and Caribbeans. Thank you, American Holo. That's an excellent point. To prove Africans and Caribbeans don't have shit as a people, look at this. Our own civil rights group said, hey, if you delineate us Americans from Africans and Caribbeans, they're going to be ass out. Why? Because everything they get is from us. Look at to the exclusion. What? To the exclusion of what? Africans and Caribbeans. Because you guys don't have shit. That's why our legacy organization, civil rights group said, no, don't delineate them. Because if you delineate us from Africans and Caribbeans, they're going to be excluded and they're fucked. Because you guys don't have shit as a people.
How about responding to what I said though?
No. I just wanted to shout out to American Holo that said that. Thank you, sis.
So
that is truth, bro. Because if you guys had it like listen, hang on. If you guys had it like that, no, I'm gonna respond. Hang on. If you guys had it like that, our civil rights group wouldn't be concerned about you guys being excluded from us. That's why they're concerned, because they said, hey man, our civil rights group said if you exclude Africans and Caribbeans from us Americans, then they're going to be ass out. So please don't do it. And remember, I want to also add Baji, Black American, just whatever, Baji in New York City, the immigration lawyers. What did the immigration lawyers from Baji say in New York City? That Africans and Caribbeans are at the bottom. They may be the most educated, but they're the least employed. And when they are employed, they make the least amount of money. Even Baji said Africans and Caribbeans are at the bottom in American society. Let me show you another thing to prove you that Africans and Caribbeans are at the bottom. There's over 1 million Africans and Caribbeans hiding from ICE. Hiding from ICE right now. Over 1 million Africans and Caribbeans hiding from ICE. 1 year alone, 13,000 Jamaicans hid from ICE. 1 year alone. And so that's how you know Africans and Caribbeans at the bottom. A large portion are hiding from the bottom. Our civil rights group said, hey, if you delineate us from Africans and Caribbeans, they're going to be forgotten about. So I gave you 3 reasons to show you that Africans and Caribbeans are at the bottom. And they make up a small amount of our wealth. And that's why I don't include them. I'll give you 2, 3, 5% at the most. That's it. 95% of the black wealth is us, Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves. That's a fact. So thank you, American Hollow. Thank you. That was deep.
Jamaicans.
Now go ahead.
Jamaicans make more on average every year than Black Americans. Jamaicans do.
How many Jamaicans are here? How many Jamaicans are here?
Doesn't matter.
No, I asked you a question. How many Jamaicans? I heard you. How many Jamaicans? No. Everybody. See, no. How many Jamaicans in America? A little over a million. A little over a million Jamaicans. That includes these bi-ethnics that describe themselves as Jamaican. That includes these biracials who say, "Well, I'm Jamaican." That includes babies and kids. 1 million Jamaicans, right? Like 1.2 million Jamaicans versus 50 million of us Americans. Who's gonna have the bulk of the wealth? 1 million Jamaicans, and there's a large portion hiding from ICE, and then you got to throw in the babies and the teenagers and the elderly, right? So how many Jamaicans are actually out there working, right? And how many Jamaicans are, no, hang on. How many Jamaicans are working at these Jamaican jerk chicken shacks almost for nothing? I know for a fact that the Jamaicans who work at that place I go to, they're not making much. The owner is dope. I love him. But you're not going to tell me that these Jamaicans, straight from the boat, speaking straight patois, are making anything significant. No, because I'm proving you're absolutely wrong by saying, well, the average Jamaican makes more than the average American. That's bullshit, bro. But go ahead.
So hold on. Are you saying that the reason Jamaicans make more on average than Black Americans is because there's so little of them?
What I am saying is this.
A yes or no would suffice.
Okay, let me help you out. Everybody listen.
He wants to saying, bro. Yes or no?
No. Bro, we have to explain your source. No. American Dream. Listen. Just listen for a second. Everybody listen. American Dream, the Jamaican, brings up medium household income. The problem with that is that medium household income is reported. It's not proven. So if a Jamaican says, hey, man, I make $300,000 a year, you know what the government writes down? The survey people? 300,000. The government doesn't ask for checks and bank accounts and your job and let me see if you're lying. No, all of these medium household incomes is all done by phone surveys. What they do is they go to different cities and they call them and they ask them questions and they catalog the answers as being true. None of this is proven. When they talk about the medium household for Indian, no. American Dream, hang on. Just hang on. My point is this, everybody. When people like American Dream pull up, well, we make more per household income. Say that is a lie. Because all that shit is surveyed. None of that is proven. And we know how much immigrants lie. Let me prove it to you. Who's made all these diploma? Listen.
So your $8 trillion number is a lie?
Who made up all these diploma mills to get fake nursing degrees, fake doctor degrees, fake certificates? It's immigrants, not us. So we're telling the truth. These immigrants are lying. Prove it by when they come here, they're lying. Like when you look up, check this out. Check this out. When you look, no, bro. Listen.
Why don't you guys are like everybody else?
Okay, stop. Listen, bro. You immigrants, you black immigrants, are known liars. You guys are the ones making up fake diploma mills, giving out nursing degrees, college degrees. It ain't just you guys. The Indians do it too. All you guys. You guys come here and lie. You lie to get here and you lie once you're here. So my point is, when you say medium household income, it cannot be trusted because you guys lie so much, proven by when we talk about fake diploma mills and fake degrees and fake certificate, it comes from these black immigrants. And Indians do the same fuck shit. But we're talking about you black immigrants. It doesn't come from us. You will never see us on TV saying, hey, these Americans, descendants of slaves, these only Americans, we found them, they have a fake diploma mill to give out fake degrees and fake nursing degrees. That's never happened. We don't do that, bro. You immigrants do that. You lie in your country, you lie to get here, and you lie when you here. Wrong. American Dream. Show me where we Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves, the only Americans, show me where we had diploma mills giving out, selling fake diplomas. In fact, you guys even bought fake CDL driving semis. You guys get fake licenses, fake CDLs. You guys are involved with crime straight across the board. Then you bring your gangs here. There's Caribbean gangs, African gangs. We don't export gangs. You don't see American descendants of chattel slaves gangs in Jamaica, gangs in Haiti, gangs in Nigeria. You guys import all your fuck shit. And then you expect us to believe that shit? No, bro. That's all lying. Medium income is all self-reported. Lies. And it doesn't even take into account how many of you motherfuckers live in the household. While we live just in our family, they might be 10 Jamaicans, 20 Indians. So it's all wrong. So when I hear people quote medium income, I laugh. First of all, it's self-reported, and we know how much these immigrants lie and cheat. All you gotta do is go back in their country. Look at Jamaicans, beautiful people, but they lie and cheat so much that when we started deporting them, your Jamaican prime minister said, don't bring that fuck shit back to Jamaica. We're not gonna take your crime. We're not gonna take all this shit. No, you're gonna come here and be good citizens. That is your own prime minister on national TV. When Trump said, I'm going to deport these Jamaicans back to Jamaica, he said, hey, we'll take you back because you're Jamaican. But do not bring your criminality, your crime back to Jamaica. This is your own prime minister. And again, I love Jamaicans. I think Jamaicans are awesome. But you guys have a hell of a problem with lying, cheating, stealing, and crime to the point your own president say, don't bring that criminal behavior back to Jamaica because it will be dealt with. We don't do what you guys do, bro. So I love Jamaicans, absolutely do. Love Africans, love Caribbeans, love Latinos, absolutely. But we all know you guys have a problem in your own countries with crime. We all know you guys have a problem with crime. That's why you flee here. Why do you guys flee here? Because you're having problems with crime and criminal behavior in your own country. That's why you flee here. So no, bro, let's move the conversation forward. What else you got?
I mean, all your rambling.
So I
wasn't even paying attention to all that rambling and ranting and.
That's okay because my chat was, and when people rewatch this, they will see too. My chat was. This was not for you. It was for my chat and the people who we watch it. So everybody, when people talk about medium household income, don't believe it. Don't believe it. But go ahead.
It's definitely not for me. It must be for the chat because you're not responding to nothing I say. You just rambling.
I just responded to your medium household income. I ripped it apart. I shredded it. It's bullshit. You guys lie too damn much. You lie in your countries. You lie when you come here. You make fake degrees. You lie, and then you have 50 people in the household. It's all lies, bro. Medium household. Let me ask you. Let me ask you.
No. Let me ask you. I know.
No. I'm going to answer you. But answer this. I want you to answer the chat. Is medium household income verified by the government or taken just on your word? Which one? Go ahead. American Dream, go ahead. I asked you a specific question. You want to keep bringing up medium household income?
By the government?
Is it verified by the government that they're actually telling the truth, or do they take people's words?
I'm pretty sure they probably just take. I'm not really sure.
I actually studied the surveys, and it gets worse than taking people's words.
But let me ask you this question.
No, but hang on. Let me land this thought. No. Listen. Let me land this. No. I'm gonna go look. No. Hey man, no. But I want to add a texture.
You're right, bro.
No.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm assuming you're right. I thought you wanted to move the conversation forward.
Yeah. American Dream. Check this out, man. You made me forget what I was going to say. Damn.
Okay, I remember what I wanted to say.
I forgot.
Let's say you're right. Let's say you're right. The survey is just a survey. They don't verify nothing.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. It gets worse. No, American Dream. Check this out. Not only is that everybody in the chat, listen, I'm going to let you speak. Everybody in the chat. Not only do they not verify anybody's income. I don't care if you're in. That's why I laugh when they say Indians make $300,000. Like, that's bullshit. None of that shit is verified. They're counting everybody in the house. We know these Indian people lie. Indian people cut fake degrees, fake college, fake diploma mills. Hey, but anyway, it gets worse, American Dream. It's worse than just taking people's third world people lies. It gets worse because these surveys only survey a handful of people in different cities. So these surveys they use to say, well, you black people make this much, and Africans make this much, and Nigerians make this much, and Jamaicans make this much, and Indians make this much. It's off a small amount, minute of people. They only survey a few thousand people. Out of 350 million people, they survey like 30,000 people. Everybody listen. There's 350 million people in America. These surveys only survey 30,000 people out of 350 million people. That's less than 0.5%. So American Dream is trying to bring up something that represents not even 0.5%, not even 0.5%. That is literally what the median household income is based off. These surveys that survey less than 1% of the American population, and then they extrapolate it for everybody. Don't you see how fallacious it is from top to bottom? First, they believe your word. You're lying. They don't even tell you how many people live in a household. You guys lie in your country. You lied to get here. You lie when you're here, proven by fake diploma mills and all the other shit. And then it's not even a 1% of the American population.
Bro, can I say something, man?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. It's just
sometimes you shouldn't speak so long, because when you speak so long, you give people the opportunity to chat GPT what you're saying. Like, if you can't use chat GPT. If you had just stopped speaking, then now you can use that again and go for another 5 minutes. If you had just stopped what you were saying, I was gonna go ahead. You. I was going to assume that you were right and that this data is not verified. Because even if we say the data is not verified, you're still going to have some issues to deal with. But
it's I just put in ChatGPT.
Put in ChatGPT is median household income data verified by the government. It says, yes, median household income data is verified and published by the U.S. government. You want me to continue reading?
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Can you read it to the chat? Chat, listen to him. Just read that part over again. Just that part. Go ahead.
The question asked to ChatGPT, is median household income data verified by the government? And the answer is yes. Median household income data is verified and published by the U.S. government.
Okay, and let me respond.
Should I continue reading, or do you want me to stop?
Well, stop right here. You can, everybody in the chat. This is why I have said to you, American Dream and Ron, you cannot use ChatGPT in a debate because it gets things wrong. ChatGPT is wrong. Anybody who knows how this shit is done, it's a survey. Nothing is verified. You don't send in your check. You don't send in your W-40, whatever, your tax. You know when you do your taxes, turbo. No, nothing. They take your word.
Oh, yeah, actually ChatGPT goes on. It looks like they're saying what you said. Can I finish?
Yeah,
Can I
read
it real quick? It says, just the last summary that it gives. It says, so when you see median household income statistics, especially broken down by race, age, or geography, those numbers come from government-run surveys.
Thank you.
That's what you said, right? Yeah.
But it
told
continues.
You. It actually continues.
But hang on, American Dream.
Let me just finish. Just 5 more words. Those numbers come from government-run surveys with published methodology, margins of error, and verification procedures. They are verified.
No, the only thing verified is the people. They don't verify.
Man.
American Dream.
The only thing
this is why you don't eat it. American Dream. American Dream. I actually studied this. You know why? Because I got in a debate 5 years ago with this Puerto Rican. And he tried to bring up this shit. He was like, "Oh, the medium income household was this, that, yada,
Do they
yada,
verify
yada."
your race? Do they verify your race?
No,
They don't
Listen to
verify
me.
your race.
no. Listen to me.
Okay.
This is how come I know. I got in debate 5 years ago with some Puerto Rican dude who was trying to say, well, we do better than you. Look at the medium household income and all this stuff. So what I did was I did a deep dive. I actually went to the
numbers.
no, how do you know the numbers 8 trillion? Hang on.
None of it is verified. Why are you throwing this 8 trillion number?
Hang on, bro. I'm trying to answer your question. We'll get that in a second. So I did a deep dive, and I came back to the dude. I laughed my ass off. I actually went to the surveys who produced these results, and the surveys said the surveys were taken on the phone and through the mail, and they would call the participants 3 times a year over a 5-year period. They're like, well, wait, I said, wait a minute. It was done on the phone and the mail, and they said that they just took what they said to be true, and they asked different members of the household. They don't verify anything. They don't say send in your income tax. Send in your weekly or monthly check stub. Send in your business report. They don't do any of that, bro. It's all word of mouth. It's all hearsay. None of that is done literally. And remember, it's worse because they don't even survey not even 1% of the United States of America population. That right there makes it null and void. 30,000 people out of 350 people that live here, 30,000 at the most. Some of them are only 10,000. Some are only 20,000. So we're talking about literally 0.00001% of the population. And we're supposed to believe that? On top of that, nothing's verified? Now let me get to your other point. When it comes to total wealth, that's not verified either. That's also taken by word of mouth. But we can prove it though, right? Because when you look at us, we're in every facet of society. Here's another thing to prove that we actually have that wealth. Everybody eats off us. Africans eat off us. Caribbeans eat off us. Latinos eat off us. Indian people eat off us. Mexicans, they all eat off us. This is a fact. Why do you think Mexicans used to say they were white and now they say they're Latino? Because they wanted to get our set-asides. Everybody eats off our affirmative action, our DEI, our grants and loans for minorities. All that was for us. That was not for none of you guys. That's how you know that we're the second in charge. Plus, we've been here from the beginning, before there was a beginning. So yeah, bro, you can miss me with that medium income household. No, that's a lie, bro. That's a lie. Bro.
So what percent of the total population in America is black?
Our government said they don't know, but right now it's about 14 to 15%. But our government literally
But that
released.
number isn't verified, right? They didn't verify that. You said they don't check anything. So
No,
lying about this.
Yeah, that's
So
word of mouth too.
why do you trust
Listen.
that number? Hold on, let me.
No,
here's my question.
I'm going to answer
Why
that.
do you trust
No,
that
I'm
number?
going to
If it's
answer
not-
that.
If none of these numbers are verified. Why do you trust them? How do you know that the total wealth of America is 8 trillion and that is 14% of the population? How do you know any of this if none of it is verified?
Bro, this is all estimate, bro. Any expert. Listen, American Dream. American Dream. Listen, American Dream.
Do you
Listen.
agree with the estimates?
No. What do I agree with the estimates? Well,
Yes.
I would say I use it as a benchmark, knowing that if we're going to say exact, no. But if we're going to use it as a benchmark so we can have some conversation, yes. As far as total wealth.
Whoever said these numbers were exact, bro. Now you're just talking smack just to.
Bro, you asked me a question, I answered it. Move on. What's your point? What's your point?
Like you just wasted all this time, bro.
No, bro,
Talking
I did
about
not
these
waste
numbers
all
ain't
that
real. They're
time.
not verified for nothing. You went through all of that to say I trust the numbers anyway. It's close enough. Why you went through all of that for nothing?
American Dream. My point stands. We are the second richest group in America. That's just common sense. We've
Right,
been
and
here
my
with white
point
people.
also
No,
stands,
listen.
you're the
We've been here with
second
white people for
richest
400
with
years.
access to the least amount of money. You're the
Say
second
what?
richest you're the second richest. It's as if if a Hispanic person comes up to you, right, and says to you, "Yo, I make 20 grand more than you," and your response to him is going to be, "Well, my race is richer than yours."
Well, that's a fact, bro.
So what? How is
That's a
your
fact.
race? But what does that have to do with you, bro? It doesn't change the fact that the Hispanic dude got more money than you. If anything, the question a Hispanic person would ask you is, then what is wrong with you? If you belong to a richer race than me, why do you have so much less money than I do? They would be looking at you like something is really wrong with you because you're not even living up to the standards of your own race. How do you belong to the richest race? You have access to the least money, but you're celebrating that you belong to the richest race.
Second richest group in America.
You know what I mean. What I mean.
No, I
How do you
don't.
belong to the second? And you're telling someone the reason you're talking about you're the second richest is because you want to say you're better than everybody else.
We are better than everybody. No. We are literally better than everybody. We are. Like, we built America.
Right.
We created this culture. We are better than everybody else. No. We built the greatest country in human history and laced it with the greatest culture in human history. We are better than everybody. We are better than Caribbeans, Africans, Latinos, Asians, Europeans, Indians, Arabs. We're better than everybody. That is a fact. You all fled to us. We didn't flee to Europe, nor Africa, nor the Caribbean, nor Latin America, nor Asia, nor Middle East. You all fled to us. We're better than everybody. That's an empirical fact. The fact that we have 300 million immigrants, we Americans, the descendants of chattel slaves, are literally better than everybody. We're all equally human, but we are better than everybody. That's a fact, bro.
Are you aware that you're using non-verified surveys and statistics?
I don't need to. We're home. We are home and we can see with our eyes. We built the greatest country in human history and laced it with the greatest culture in human history. That is something we see and experience every day. That's how I know we're better than you. That's just a fact that you're going to have to deal with. You guys fled your home. You are saying with your own feet that we're better than you. Because if you thought you were better than us, you'd be in Jamaica. So your own feet prove we are better than you. That's a fact. We're better than you.
But listen.
Literally, we're better than Africans. We're better than the Caribbeans. We're better than Latinos. We're better than Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans. We're better than Indian and Bangladesh. We're better than the Middle East. We're better than Indians and Bangladesh. We're better than Europeans. We're better than Russians. We're better than everybody. That's why you're all here, because we're better than you. That's just an empirical fact. Because if we were not better than you, you would be back in your homes. You wouldn't have fled here. That's just a fact, brother. We're just better than you. We're all equally human, but we're better than you. But listen, we're all equally human. We love you all. We love you all, but we're better than you guys.
Go ahead. You said that. Am I going to get a chance to speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So, if being better than us, means you have access to the least amount of cash to less cash.
That is, we're home, bro. No. I'm gonna let you finish. No, but listen. No. Hang on. I'm gonna let you finish. But when he keeps saying, well, a Puerto Rican has $20,000 and say I got $1, you're a tool. You are an immigrant tool. You're not home. You're a tool. You're a nester in our home. You're a tool. So that's what I want to say, but go ahead and land, bro. Go ahead and land.
I mean, I don't even know. I had something to say, but you run your mouth so much. You made me forget.
No, go ahead, bro. Go land your plane. But we're better than you. American Dream, when you leave here, I want you to stick in your mind. We're better than you. We're all equally human. We're all equally human in American Dream. Look at, bro. I love you, bro. Look at, I love everybody. But the fact is, you all fled to us. That is proof we're better than you guys.
You're better than me, and you love me. I heard you.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
so
go
here's
ahead.
my question. The one thing it doesn't seem y'all are better at is median household income.
That's
and,
all.
and
That's all. That's
median
all survey.
household wealth. You don't seem to be better at those things.
That's
And
all
for
survey,
us-
bro.
And for us, those are the things that matter. So whatever you think you're better at, knock yourself
No,
out.
you guys
The
you guys
stuff
are
that we wanna
tools.
be better at,
You're a
obviously better
tool.
at.
You're look at American Dream is happy to be a tool in our home. You're a tool. That's why they brought you here, to be a tool. And let me tell you something, American Dream. You guys are all a tool. You give up your life to be a tool for the system, to pay taxes, right? And those taxes stay in our home.
No,
While
it's
your
for the median
home,
household
while your
income.
home becomes
No,
more
it's
and
for
more
the
third
median
world,
household
you
income.
guys are a tool to be
No,
worked
we
to
do
death.
it for the median
And when you
household
die, you
income.
get sent back home. You're a tool.
For the
You
median
are all
household
a
income.
tool.
No, we do it for the median.
Yeah,
household
you're a
income.
tool. You look at
Okay.
in exchange for the American lifestyle, you become a tool. That's what it is, bro. You're here to be worked to death. All you immigrants are brought here to be tools, to work to death, to pay taxes, to keep our economy strong. You were brought here to be tools. Everybody knows that. That's why Biden opened the
Wait,
borders
weren't your
to be
descendants- weren't
tools.
your ancestors brought here to be tools?
No, we're the natives. We
No,
were already
wait,
here.
your ancestors,
We're
the
not
slaves, They
Africans.
weren't brought here to
We
be
no.
tools?
We are not Africans. We are the natives, bro. We are the new remixed version of the natives. We were not brought here. We were already here, bro.
Wait, I didn't say anything about you being from Africa. I said your ancestors, whether they're from Africa or not.
No, they're
you're
not from
descendants of
Africa.
slaves.
We are from
I
here.
didn't say you're descendants of American slaves, but you're
Yes.
a descendant of a slave. So your ancestors were tools. Your ancestors, they may not have been brought here to be a tool.
We were not. We
but
were not
they
brought here.
they
We
were
are the
brought to
natives,
those
bro.
plantations. They were brought from wherever in America they were. They were brought to those plantations to be tools. So we're no
Tool-
worse. than-
no.
we're definitely-
Tools.
We're
No, no,
definitely
no.
not
No,
more
no, no,
tools
no,
than your
no, no.
ancestors.
You guys
We're
are
not
tools.
more tools than your
No,
ancestors,
you guys are
sir.
tools. You guys are tools.
No, your
because you fled
ancestors
your
were
country.
tools, sir.
No, our ancestors built this country that you fled to.
They're
Shout out
tools. They
to
were-
shout out to our ancestors. You see this American Jamaican dream? He's calling our ancestors tools. Now you see why Caribbean and Latin America and Africa are third world. He's calling our ancestors tools. How do people flee and try to degrade the people they flee to? How like that? Like, can you imagine you bringing somebody from outside the house living in a cardboard box? You bring him in your house and then they start clowning you. These people come from a cardboard box and they come into our mansion and try to degrade us. This is why you fled. This is why you come from third world countries. You lack etiquette, bro. You guys are sick individuals. To flee to somebody's home and then try to spit in their faces. This is why you guys are failures. You guys lack critical thinking, bro. You guys will never add up to be anything. Look how you're talking to us. I would never say that. If I made it off Jamaicans in Jamaica, I will big them up at all times.
USA
And they
dollars.
and they
USA
used to
dollars.
shit
Let's
in
get
your
along.
mouth in Jamaica. Look at they used to
USA
shit in your
dollars.
mouth.
Let's get
No,
along.
hang on. They used to shit in your mouth. They used to shit in your mouth as slaves. I would never use that against you in Jamaica. Even though the slave master had slaves shit in the other Jamaican slaves' mouth, I would never use that against you. I would big you up. I'm like, shout out to your ancestors who went through that shit, no pun intended, in order for me to flee here and become somebody great. Shout out to you. I would never do that, bro. This is why you guys are failures, man. You guys lack critical thinking. You lack hospitality. You're not grateful. You're not humble. This is why you're failures. Stop blaming the white man. You guys are failures
I know, but
because
can
of your own selves.
Can I get in there a little bit? Can I say
Go
something?
ahead.
You know, you said we don't add up to anything. You know, I would say though that one thing we do add up to is a higher annual household income than you
No,
guys.
you don't. You're
Yeah, we
lying, bro.
No, we
no,
do, we
you
do.
don't.
We do.
No, you don't. You guys are at the bottom. I'm sorry,
no.
bro. You guys are at the bottom. You
We
guys
add
are at
up
the bottom.
to a higher annual.
No,
household
you guys
income
are hiding from
than you.
You guys are hiding. You guys are hiding in the crevices of America. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna give you that.
I'ma take it. You don't gotta give it to me. I'ma take it.
I want you to listen very, very carefully.
It's all about life in the street. People are suffer, try survive in the heat. Bad mind them up to one hygiene a do it. That's why enough of them, rifle a beat. Everybody want big ups and want to drive in a Jeep. Every day I'm at the ball when she buy in a read. Not even 5 bills, we can't find for the week. Me no see no changes, the same cycle repeat. Give thanks cause life it's a sweet. But keep a eye open every time you go sleep. Cause mankind jealous and them idle go late. Them never yet plant and not try figure it. Bigger heads where you fight for the seed. Now care about the future nor the child where you creep. Them a pray the fat Kyle we submit. The system will slide where you fit.
Inna the streets where we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life, ghetto life.
Everybody a priest say them want the dough. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life, ghetto life. This a real ghetto life, ghetto life. Yeah. Everybody just a pre-success. When me looking at the street, you me see enough stress. Them all a fight for who reach up next. Everybody want floss and a beat up chest. Juvenile in a them teen love sex. Them a pre the fast money, them no need subjects. And if you're unfortunate, please don't vex. Also the things said cause the streets don't rest.
Inna the streets where we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life, ghetto life.
Everybody a priest say them want the dough. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life, ghetto life. This a real ghetto life, ghetto life. Yeah. It's all about life in the street. People are suffer, try survive in the heat. Bad mind them up to one hygiene a do it. That's why enough of them, rifle a beat. Everybody want big ups and want to drive in a Jeep. Every day I'm at the ball when she buy in a read. Not even 5 bills, we can't find for the week. Me no see no changes, the same cycle repeat. Give thanks cause life it's a sweet. But keep a eye open every time you go sleep. Cause mankind jealous and them idle go late. Them never yet plant and not try figure it. Bigger heads where you fight for the seed. Now care about the future nor the child where you creep. Them a pray the fat Kyle we submit. The system will slide where you fit.
Inna the streets where we born and grow. Only Jah know and nobody know.
When we talk about ghetto life, talk about ghetto life, ghetto life.
Everybody a priest say them want the dough. That's why them a speed and they pan the go.
Cause this a real ghetto life, ghetto life. This a real ghetto life, ghetto life. Yeah.